Good day, class. I'm here to present to you the Edgar Dale's Cone of Experience. But before I proceed with my topic, let me first introduce myself. By the way, I'm Christine Joy Bisda. I'm currently taking the Bachelor of Technology and Livelihood Education major in Industrial Arts. And please bear with me as I go along with my discussion. Yan, naririnig nyo naman, di ba? Yung mga background noises. So, please bear with me. Ayan, may dumaan na. Ayan, gaya nyan. Kaya, hinihiling ko na sana makinig kayo while I'm discussing my topic. Mabilis lang to. Tsaka, magiging madali lang to para sa inyo. Before we proceed to the main topic, let me first introduce who is Edgar Dale. Edgar Dale was an American educator who developed the Cone of Experience, also known as the Learning Pyramid. He made several contributions to the audio and visual instruction, including a methodology for analyzing the content of motion pictures. Now, with that, Dale's Cone of Experience is a visual model that is composed of 11 stages starting from the concrete experience at the bottom of the cone, then it becomes more and more abstract as it reaches the peak of the cone. So, the more senses that are involved in the learning, the more and the better the learning will be. But it does not mean that the concrete experience is the only effective experience that educators should use in transferring knowledge to the learners. With that, this is the cone of pyramid. As you all can see, we can see here the degree of abstraction, and this will be further discussed on the following slides. But first, let's have the text or verbal symbols. So no visual clues to their meaning, and it is written word for a concrete object, an idea, a specific principle, or formula. So with that, on your right side is the example. And the next, we have the picture or visual symbols. So, this is a representation of direct reality which comes in the form of signs and symbols. And again, the example is on my right side. For the third one, we have the audio recording and radio. So, it is a concretized verbal abstraction that attracts student attention. For example, this one on my right side. And for the fourth one, we have motion pictures. So, it provides window to the world, and it is said that it is effective for presenting movements, and it is a substitute for dangerous direct learning experiences. The example is on my right side. Now, we have the fifth one. We have exhibit. So, this experience allows students to see the meaning and relevance of things based on the different pictures and representations it presented. For example, this one. For our sixth slide, we have the study trips. So, learning experience through excursion and visit on the different places that are not available inside the classroom. For example, this one. kung matatandaan natin, di ba? When we're in our grade school, high school, nagkakandak yung school natin ng field trips. Yun, mga educational field trips. And the next, we have demonstration. It is a visualized explanation of important fact, idea, or process using pictures, drawings, films, and other types of media in order to facilitate clear and effective learning. For example, this one on my right side. And next, we also have traumatized experience. So in here, learners can participate in a reconstructed experiences that could give them better understanding of the event or a concept. So learners become more familiar with the concept as they emerge themselves to the as if situations. For example, this one. Now, we also have the contrived experience. So, representative models are mock-ups for reality or being used in order to provide an experience that as close as to reality. So, it also provides more concrete experiences that allows visualization that can foster better understanding of the concept. For example, this one. And now, we also have this one. Direct purposeful. Direct purposeful experiences has more senses that are being used in order to build up the knowledge. So in here, the learners learn by doing things by himself or herself. So here, learning happens through actual hands-on experiences. For example, this one. And with that, here are the exact thing that summarizes everything that I said a while ago. So it says that people generally remember 10% of what they read, 20% of what they hear, 30% of what they see, 50% of what they see and hear, and 70% of what they say and write. And lastly, 90% of what they do. With that, 10% and 20% allows people to define, describe, list, or explain the things that they learn. And on the other hand, 30% and 50% of people are able to demonstrate, apply, and practice their learnings. And lastly, we have 70% and 90% wherein people are able to analyze, define, create, and also evaluate the things that they have learned. So with that, it says that Dale's cone of experience is a tool to help instructors make decisions about resources and activities. So the facilitator can ask. So to end my discussion, I will leave a quote from Confucius. It says that I see and I forget, I hear and I remember, I do and I understand. And with that, that ends my discussion, and I hope that you learned something from my report. Thanks so much.